Hey, I'm Stan.
And I'm Tam.
And this is Stan and Tam's Fun Time Adventures. Now in this adventure, we're going to do part 3 of our Rideau Canal Lock tour. Now in the last video, we said we were going to go from Charleys Lock to Kingston. But in this one, we're actually going to do Newborrow to Kingston because we kind of messed up and forgot one. So come along for the ride, will you?
Let's go, everyone.
Get down! Welcome to Newborrow Lock. So here at the Newborrow Locks, it's pretty big, eh?
It is. It's a very beautiful lock.
If you look over here, you see there's a lot of open space. There's some camping spots that you can take.
Barbecue
pits, everything. It's pretty cool. Let's go show you the lock. So at this lock station, they have the hydraulic locks. As you can see, the door's closing right now. No cranking involved. Bit of an elevation. At Newborrow, they also have a blockhouse, as you can see here. All these trees going down to the water were not here, so they could see anything coming. And there's Tam. Oh, hey Tam.
Hey, Stan.
Glad we didn't skip Newborrow Lock. It's one of the prettier ones. Wouldn't you agree, Tam?
Yes, I agree.
She agrees. So before we get to the next lock station, which is Charleys Lock, we're here at the old Sappers and Miners Cemetery, where a lot of the people that built the Rideau Canal are buried here. So here we are walking into the cemetery, and you come across a little mini blockhouse. This is a replica of the one that we just saw at Newborrow Lock. Some information on a bulletin board. Oh, hey, Tam.
Hey, Stan. I'm trying to find that marker.
We're trying to find a marker. What marker?
The
Old survey marker for the canal. Oh, Tam thinks she found it. All the survey markers they've used in the building of the Rideau Canal have all been stone, and a lot of them are still out here today, all along the route. Some gravestones are around these wrought iron fences. They're very hard to read. So a lot of the laborers for building the Rideau Canal locks were Irish immigrants and also French Canadians. Right here at the very edge of the cemetery, you got these small stones. These stones represent some of those workers that died while building the Rideau Canal. Found one grave here, Walter McQuat. He was killed in construction of the Newborrow Lock. So the contract to build Newborrow locks was awarded to William Hartwell, but he had so much troubles building the lock and it was very slow going. Then they got struck by malaria where a lot of the workers died. And then William Hartwell asked to be released from his contract. Malaria, not a good thing. Welcome to Charleys Lock. Oh, hey, Tam.
Oh, hey, Stan.
Let's go check out the lock.
Let's go.
Look at all the boats here. I smell money. This lock here also has a steel swing bridge to let these big boats go through the lock. Not a hydraulic lock, this is the old style crank lock. Yes, this is the old Lockmaster house. Now it's a museum. Another old building. Tam, lover of museums. This is what Charleys Mills looked like in the past. 1823. Here we are upstairs at the museum. What?
Picnic basket.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Picnic basket that Tam wants.
And
And
the bases.
basin. So we just left Charleys Lock and we're headed to the next one. Oh, what'd you find, Tam?
I have a brochure from the Charleys Lock walking tour from the museum. First time it was open in 2 years, so very excited.
Very excited.
Very excited.
All right, okay, off to the next lock.
Ciao.
Ciao. Here we are at Davis Lock. This lock seems like it's out in the boonies, but they got some great picnic spots here. This is the Davis Lock Dam. There's a little quiet lagoon off of the lock. Up here, They have vacation rentals that you can rent. Some of the lock stations have them. You'd have to go on their website, Parks Canada, check out which ones. They're a little pricey, but they're old buildings, old Lockmaster homes and stuff. This one here, if you notice, it actually has gun slits in it. So this was sort of like a military fortified lock house. This here explains the Lockmaster house / vacation rental. Coming down towards the lock, as you can notice, there's some pretty big boats. Cha-ching! And here's the bottom of Davis Lock. As you can see, there's quite a high elevation here. So we walked down to the bottom of the lock and came across a couple of snakes. Water snakes?
Water snakes.
Water snakes. 2 of them. So before heading to the next lock station, guess what? Lunchtime. Yum yum. Welcome to Jones Falls Locks. This lock here is a pretty big lock. The elevation is very big. Oh, hey Tam.
Hey, Stan.
So you can see the elevations from there. To all the way down there. Once you get through these set of locks, you go up this way and you can go through those set of locks up there. This is quite a big lock station. And here we are at the upper part of Jones Falls. So this here is the Kawartha Voyager. It is based out of Peterborough, Ontario, and it takes you up on the canal, goes through all the locks. Takes about 5 days to get from Ottawa to Kingston. For a measly $2,500, you could ride this thing for 5 days, all meals included. Something spectacular about Jones Falls is such a big walk, very deep. When they were building it, they made another rock wall dam. But this dam is like, at the time, was one of the biggest dams in the world. This here would have even beat out Hoover Dam. Look at the size of that rock wall. All covered in trees now. It's hard to see anything, but it's amazing. This here is a sluiceway built in 1947 for electricity. Other than this, The dam remains untouched since it was built. Welcome to Upper Brewers Lock. This lock's kind of small. There's only 2 locks here. Elevation's a little steep. These here, I forgot to mention, at a few of the lock stations like Upper Nicholson's, here at Brewers, and I believe there's Beverages has these authentics, they call them. They're like tent style cabins that you can rent. But it gets very busy renting these. You got to go online right at the beginning of the season if you want to get one. They're all booked up for summer of 2022. This here might look like Tent City, but it's actually a scout troop from Pennsylvania. Here for a vacay. Welcome to the final lock station of the Rideau Canal, Kingston Mills Locks. Oh, hey, Tam.
Hey, Sam.
What's going on?
Points of interest. Kingston Mills Lock and area. We are right here. Kingston Mills Lock, where they have a bathroom.
Well, let's go. This lock here is probably the largest of all the locks. The elevation is pretty steep. This here is the old Lockmaster house. It's probably the biggest Lockmaster house on all the Rideau Canal. And in the background you got the Via Rail train line. Maybe a train will go by while we're here. And here comes the train. Well, that ain't Via Rail. That's a freight train. I guess they share the same track. Locks here, notice the elevation. See the water there. All the way down here. And as you can see, it continues farther down. We're at the bottom of the lock, which is the lowest elevation. You continue on this way, that will take you right downtown Kingston. As you can see, the lock is overflowing right now, so all the water is coming out of the top. No, this is not Niagara Falls. We're draining the water in this lock, so the level over there will be even with the top lock, so that boat can go through. So another thing that the Kingston Lock has is a blockhouse. Military fortification. It's got the gun slits and everything. So you can see right here, right in the side of the wall, they have some lower gun slits as well. So if you're walking up this hill over here, it's all trees now, but there were no trees back then. They had a clear view down to the canal. But if you try to get anywhere close, they would shoot you through these slits. And here is the dam that was built at Kingston Mills. Well, that concludes our Rideau Canal Lock tour from Ottawa to Kingston Mills. I hope you enjoyed it. Did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it very much. It was an awesome day trip. I highly recommend it. 2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up.
Come by car, come by boat, just make the trip out. It's great. So thanks for watching. Until next time, we'll see you on the next adventure. Bye.
Ciao.
Hey everybody, I'm Stan.
And I'm Tam.
And this is Stan and Tam. It's early in the morning, as you can see. Well, that concludes our Rideau Canal Lock tour from Ottawa all the way to Kingston. Hope you enjoyed it. Did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it.
Anything to say?
I highly recommend it.
Cool.
Wear sunscreen.
Wear sunscreen. Either come by car, come by boat, get out there and check out the Rideau Canal. Well, until next.
Son of a bitch.
Well, that concludes our Rideau Canal Lock tour from Ottawa to Kingston Mills. Kingston Mills?
Kingston Mills.
Kingston Mills.
Kingston Mills. Yeah.
Well, that concludes our Rideau Canal Lock tour from Ottawa to Kingston Mills. Anything to say, Tam?
I highly recommend it. 2 thumbs up. Going in summer. Wear sunscreen. Bring food for a picnic. Lots of water.
Well, I guess that sums it up. So I hope you enjoyed this tour. Until next time. Well, that concludes our Rideau Canal Lock tour. I hope you enjoyed it. Did you enjoy it, Tam?
I enjoyed it very much.
Yeah? Do you recommend it?
I highly recommend it.
Take 10. Well, that concludes.